Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2020. My name is Edna Sussman. I'm a reference librarian at the Half Hollow Hills Community Library in Dix Hills, New York. We're here at the Long Island State Veterans Home in Stony Brook, New York, interviewing James J. Brown, a Vietnam Army veteran, as part of our Veterans Testimonial Project and in collaboration with the Library of Congress's Veterans History Project. Thank you so much, Jim, for your service and for being willing to participate in our project.
You're welcome.
Jim, where and when were you born?
I was born in 1946 in Copeg, New York.
On Long Island.
On Long Island.
Who were your parents and what did they do? What were their names and occupations?
My father was Thomas A. Brown. He was the postmaster of Wyandanch for almost 30 years.
Wow.
My mother was the house mom.
And what were their names?
Margaret and Thomas Brown.
Did you have any siblings?
Yes, one brother, three sisters.
Oh, what were their names?
Thomas, Eileen, Maureen, and Dolores.
Did any of them serve in the military?
My brother Thomas.
He did?
Yeah, he was in Vietnam too. He was a Vietnam vet.
At the same time as you?
No, he was before me. You couldn't serve together, you know.
They didn't allow
They
that.
weren't too happy with brothers serving since the Sullivan Act.
So he came back and then
Yeah, he was there first. He went to
in the Army?
Army. He was a Green Beret.
Oh, wow.
Runs in the family. My
Wow.
father was a World War II
Was he?
combat veteran too.
Army also?
Army.
Wow.
All Army.
All Army. Go Army.
That's it.
Nice.
We lost. What are you gonna do?
So once your brother came home, how long in between did you then?
Ooh, I think it was only like 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
You know, that he got home and then I went.
Okay. So what were you doing before you entered the service?
My job prior to the
Right
military.
before you entered the service. Were you drafted or?
I was. It's a long story.
Okay, wait. What were you doing before you?
I was a tombstone setter.
Oh, setter meaning you wrote on the tomb?
No. We put them in a cemetery.
I see. Wow.
We set the tombstones at, at different cemeteries on Long Island.
Wow.
And upstate New York.
How long did you do that?
About 8 years, and then I got drafted. Went in the Army. I come back out of the Army in 1970. I went back to my job because the law stated that your employer had to take you back.
Keep your job.
Right. And then I did that for another year or two, and then I worked for the town of Babylon.
Oh, okay.
And that's my last job before I retired.
What were you doing for the town?
It's called CEO, Construction Equipment Operator.
Oh.
I was backhoe, the payloaders, mostly the big equipment, heavy equipment.
You drove those?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you know how to do that?
OJT.
Oh, really? Good. Okay.
It was easy.
So, what happened? You were drafted into the Army. So what year was that?
That was around 68. What happened is there was a bunch of us that got drafted. And I got drafted, they gave me a 4F. They said there was something wrong with my ear. I couldn't hear.
Oh.
So they told me, sorry, Mr. Brown, but you're a 4F, which meant you're at the bottom of the list. I wasn't getting drafted.
4F meant you couldn't get drafted.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But then my cousin, who was my best friend, my cousin, and my buddy Al, real close friends, all three of us got drafted together. I got the 4F, they got accepted. And then my cousin was killed in Vietnam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
1968.
Oh.
So right after his death, I went back to the draft board and resubmitted. And they accepted me.
How come? This time it worked.
I have no idea, but they said, okay, Mr. Brown, you're a 1A.
Oh,
And I got drafted within 2 months.
really?
I wanted to go.
You did?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Why?
Of course, my cousin.
So this was in 68 still?
Yeah, he got killed February 19th, 1968.
And when did you go in?
Well, I went in the Army September 68.
Okay. So what happened when you departed from training camp and for
Well,
training camp?
That's a good question. Most Vietnam veterans, prior to going to Vietnam, were sent home for like 30 days. You know, see your parents and your friends and say goodbye and do it.
Before or after?
Before going over to Vietnam.
But after training camp?
Oh yeah, it was after training camp. Well, we already graduated Fort
Okay.
Jackson, South Carolina.
That's where your training was?
Right.
How long was the training?
8 weeks.
Uh-huh.
I did basic training in Fort Jackson. I did advanced infantry in Fort Jackson.
Oh, advanced
So
infantry.
I never went nowhere other than Fort Jackson.
What does advanced infantry mean?
You do more of, combat operations, you know, with blanks, but it's more heavy. Situation is a little bit more serious than basic.
That wasn't your choice necessarily. They just do whatever they need.
Oh,
you
that's
for.
part of the. If you're in the infantry, you got to go to advanced infantry.
Oh, I see.
You have to go.
Okay. So after basic, then they sent you home for a little bit?
No, I didn't. That's what I was trying to explain to you.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. We were one of the only units that I know of that we were told to make a phone call, say goodbye.
Oh, why?
I have no idea.
Wow.
We didn't go home.
And then they sent
You
you.
gotta call up your mother, your father, girlfriend,
Yeah.
friends, and just say, I'm going to Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I was upset about it. You know, we never, everybody else was going, you know, prior to us, went home. I guess we were one of the first infantry units that, I guess they were afraid we wouldn't come back.
Oh, wow.
You know, what
They
do you
must
call
have needed you over there.
Well, yeah, it was heavy in '69. That's when I went there. When I was in country was 1969.
Okay, so it took a few. Oh, you had basic for a couple of months in training.
Yeah, right. Boot camp.
So you went in
advanced.
60. Ah.
And then right after advanced is when we went. You get your orders to go to Vietnam. Then I flew to Vietnam.
Okay. Direct. Oh,
Yeah, I left San Francisco, went to Alaska, stopped in Japan, and then last stop was Vietnam.
back to the basic training. How was that adjusting to military life for you?
Oh, we lived in one big barracks.
Yeah.
You know, everybody was in the, you know, you had your bunk beds, all wood. Everything was wood.
Wow.
This was Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And we had fire watch, you know, you used to, because God forbid, if one of them buildings gets on fire,
Oh, wow.
it's over.
Yeah.
It's all wood and old.
Huh.
Don't forget, World War II guys were in there. And this,
Oh, I
in fact, Fort Jackson's still going.
Is it?
Yeah.
So how was the food and social life? You have social life during basic?
Not really, no. I mean, you know, you gotta go, you met friends, you got, you know, we became close with friends. I met a couple of guy from Massachusetts, Johnny Connors. I met, you know, it was, and Captain Biancos from Long Island. They were in Glen Cove. But yeah, it was not, I mean, I don't know how to explain to you,
But it was all right adjusting. You were okay.
I had no problem with
And
that.
what were the instructors like? You remember them?
The drill sergeants?
Yeah.
You
What were
know,
they like?
Tough,
Yeah.
tough. They called me Brownie.
What?
That was my nickname, Brownie.
That's cute.
Come on, Brownie, we'll take care of you. I was a small, I was only about 120 pounds when I went in the Army.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was skinny. But they like skinny guys.
They did well. Yeah, you're in shape.
Yeah,
You're in
and I
good
go in a
shape.
tunnel rat, you know, you do some tunnel work. Not much.
So the specialized. Did you get specialized training too? Was that
No, other than advanced infantry, that's it, no.
okay?
Well, basically I was a grunt. They call them grunt. I don't know if you ever heard the name.
I've heard the name. I'm not sure what it
Grunt
is.
means foot soldier.
Oh.
We walked the rice paddies, you know, carried the M16 rifle, walked the rice paddies, you know, did jungle stops, you know, villages, check them out, look for enemy, look for weapons,
Wow.
you know, and but all of us, not me, the 9th Infantry Division was in the Mekong Delta, which was
Bad.
rice paddies.
Oh, I see.
There was a place called Plain of Reeds in Vietnam. As soon as you landed or got in a helicopter or landed, that was it. And as far as you could see
Wow.
was rice paddies.
Is it wet? I mean,
Oh, yeah, your feet were constantly, oh, yeah, up to your knees.
how do you walk in that? And with heavy
slow,
equipment, right?
Slow,
Wow.
really slow. We got guys that jumped out of the chopper, when they bring you down as low as you can get, then you jump off into the ground.
With a parachute?
No. We're only like 10 feet,
Oh, I see.
But one guy, they jumped out and the mud was so thick, he got stuck in the mud.
Oh.
They had to use another helicopter to wrap rope around his chest to pull him up because the suction was so
Yeah.
heavy.
Wow.
And I think he broke some bones in his spine.
Wow.
It was bad.
But how do you walk through that and carry your heavy equipment? And you were 120 pounds.
Yeah, the equipment weighed more than me, I think.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. No, it was hot. It was hot. I mean,
And it's,
And you made sure you took your salt pills, because I made a mistake.
oh, why?
I didn't take them.
Why not?
Well, because they weren't really it was up to the medic at the time, and they're supposedly make sure, did you take your salt tablet, and I never did. And what happened is we were on a patrol, and I just felt faint-headed, It was hot, it was
Lightheaded,
110 degrees, 115. And I told the sergeant, I don't feel good. And he asked me, did you take your salt tablets? I said, no. So he popped in some salt into my body, and within 10 minutes I sat there rested.
You felt better?
I was better.
Really?
We got back up and started moving again. But I'll never forget my salt tablets.
Yeah. Wow.
And then you had to take your malaria pill. Malaria pill was a big old yellow pill that you had to take.
Now you have to take those the whole time you're there?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah.
And the salt pills too?
The salt, right. Salt mostly, because
Wow.
the sweat just come right off your body yourself.
Oh, so you're losing all that.
Yeah, I mean, you lost all your, well, salt is very, you sweat salt out.
Right. Wow.
But it wasn't a nice place to live or stay.
Now, when you landed there, was there a base camp or something?
Yeah, the 9th Division had a headquarters called Downtown. That was headquarters to the 9th Infantry Division. That's a base, the whole 9th Division was there.
Oh, so it's pretty big.
Oh, it was big. It was big. They had barbershops, they had little canteens and bars. And, I mean, it was like a home base, but, how often did we go there? Not too often.
So where did you eat and sleep then?
In the woods, in the jungle.
So you had rations on you?
Sea rations.
Sea
yes.
rations?
Yeah, that's it.
What was that like?
They weren't bad. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
for food, they weren't bad, but they weren't. I guess turkey loaf was probably my favorite.
What?
And they got a lot of fruit. They gave you apples and pears and peaches, in a can.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was in a can.
Oh, okay.
And then don't forget, we opened them up, it was dated 1942, 1944. Oh, that's World War II.
How could that still be good?
They were all vacuum packed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So when we used to open a guy that's high smoke, we always wasn't bad. You get a pack of Pall Mall cigarettes and you put them in your mouth and you smoke it, but it's over 40 years old. World War II cigarettes. I mean, what are you going to do?
Wow. But
People don't realize that. It's,
no, I had no idea.
Yeah, the case of food, sea rations, 1944, 1942.
I don't think they can do that anymore.
I think that, now they got what they call MPRs, meals ready to eat.
Oh,
It's something, it's all new, it's all,
right. But the dates,
Since
they would never
Vietnam.
go for those older dates anymore.
well, I don't think, according to that box of food that they got, there was no expiration date.
Unbelievable.
No expiration, so.
So you carried those along with, everybody
Well,
carried
you
their
picked
own?
them up. They dropped them off,
Oh.
and then you went up to this box. You opened it up with the rest of you, and you picked what you wanted to eat, like
Oh, I
a
see.
turkey loaf and this and fruit cocktail.
Huh.
A lot of the guys always run after the fruit cocktails and the good stuff.
But you weren't hungry. I mean, there was always food.
Oh no, they got it. Yeah, we ate. But then to make it up, they used to call what they call stand down.
What's that?
Well, you were in the field for 30 days. So you're out in the jungle for 30 days, no shower, no nothing.
Oh,
The only way you got wet was it rained, and they had little water things, canisters set up so we could take a shower.
well, how did they get the water? Like-
The army, the army trucks.
Ah,
Big 55, they build up these tankers and then, and they put them over our heads and then they had a hose come down with a little,
okay.
but that wasn't too often. You
Wasn't every day.
didn't shower too often.
Wow.
But we all smelled the same, so what's it?
Yeah, it didn't matter. Gee whiz.
You couldn't tell.
How do you sleep? Where did you sleep?
Air mattresses. But 90% of the air mattresses they give us, they had leaks in them, so you slept right in the branch body.
How do you feel safe? You're like a target.
Well, you had what do you call it? You had no guard. Like I'd be on guard from let's say 2 in the morning until 3 in the morning.
Everyone takes turns doing?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And you're watching for
You and another guy would sit there and you're looking out for the enemy or movement.
Did you ever have movement? And were you...
Yeah, we did, but it was a water buffalo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did you do to it?
I don't know if that one, but one time we killed one. We shot at it because it was moving out there and we didn't know what it was. And
Uh-huh.
in the morning we woke up, there was a water buffalo, but the government of the United States had to pay the farmer for his water buffalo.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Uncle Sam took care of them too, so what's the difference?
But what about Viet Cong or snipers? Did they get close? Or were you...
Yeah, well, a lot of it was basically sniper fire. Me personally, I was in a couple of combat firefights, but
You were?
did I see them personally eye to eye? No. We knew where the fire was coming from. They were shooting at us, and we shoot back. But did I actually see a BC or something like that? No. But when the battle was over, the lieutenant would get a bunch of guys to go out for a body search.
Uh-huh.
And then we go out there and see if we had any kill.
Wow. Did you? You must have.
Oh, yeah, there was not many, but there was a few.
What about your guys in your group? Were they injured or were you injured?
No, other than what I got now. I was an RTO, radio telephone operator. I
Oh,
was behind a lieutenant, and I'll never forget it. He says, "Be advised, sir, to your front, you got 2 GI type bodies to your front," meaning there was 2 Americans up there dead. So we had to keep moving, and we came upon them. There was a medic and an infantryman.
they're both dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
they were in a firefight and they got killed. But we took the body, we got the body, the old saying, we never leave a soldier behind.
yeah.
So we got them out. The helicopter come in and picked them up, and then,
So you were often close to a lot of activity.
well, I was, like I said, infantry. It was,
Yeah.
we were the grunts, that's it.
So you saw destruction of property too?
I got a couple of hooches on fire.
What's that?
Where they lived.
Oh. A little huts?
The huts, because they would, they weren't helping us out, and they weren't giving us information, and it was really get the old Zippo lighter, and I know it was bad, but what are you gonna do?
So these were North Vietnamese?
Yeah, well,
No?
the North and South. I mean, you couldn't tell where they had no uniforms.
Well, that's my question. I always wonder, how do you tell the difference between an enemy and none? Because they all...
Because after the firefight, he had to be the enemy because he was shooting at you.
Oh,
But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, there was no uniforms. Like us, we wear uniforms. Over there, they wore a black, what do you call it? Most of them were BC, Viet Cong.
uh-huh.
That was a friend by day, enemy by night.
Really?
Yeah, they were farmers. They get out there, they see you, they wave to you. And they had their water buffalo and the little kids, and the water buffalo didn't like Americans. But yet a little 10-year-old or 6-year-old could be walking this big old water buffalo and just walking them through the farm.
Jeez.
But no, it's.
So you mean during the day they were friendly? So you didn't...
During the day they were farming, rice paddies, picking up the a lot of mama sons and baby son and all that. And at night they were the enemy.
Jeez.
I mean, it was a weird war. On the tape, there's 2 different wars there. Where I was south, none of them rice. I never saw a mountain.
A mountain?
Never saw a mountain.
Okay.
It's all rice paddies, flat. But yet other guys that served up more to the north, they had the mountains, two lines up there. They had the mountains. Down south was all rice paddies.
Well, either one is pretty hard terrain. Either
I
one.
don't know if I would take, you had a choice, climbing a mountain or walking a rice paddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'd probably take the rice paddy.
Is that right?
Even though it was, well, that's what happened to my legs, though.
What happened?
Agent Orange.
Really? Oh.
You heard of Agent Orange?
Yes, of course, yeah.
The chemical that.
Yep.
I mean, I got out in 1970 from the Army itself. I was fine.
Really?
Nothing.
You didn't feel any?
Nothing. And one day I looked down at my toe, my pinky toe there, and turned it black.
Oh.
So I went to the VA hospital. They checked it out, and they told me I got gangrene.
Oh.
And then they said, we're going to amputate the left leg.
Oh. What year was that?
Oh, that's 2.5 years ago. So all this is just recent. So and like I said, I got out of the Army in 1970. So it shows you how long the chemical was in me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that wasn't bad. I said, maybe I can live with one leg. And within a month and a half later, they said, we're going to take your next leg, your other leg off.
Once it starts, they can't do anything?
It's fixed. There's no amputation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Agent Orange is Dow Chemical Company.
Terrible. It's just amazing. It's so long in your system to manifest itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I became fire chief in 1983 at Wyandanch. I mean, I was normal. My legs, I marched in the parades, I walked,
You didn't feel anything?
Didn't know nothing. Then, like you said, all of a sudden, boom. I felt a little pain in my pinky toe, and
wow.
And
I'm sorry.
like I said, when I saw it, you could see it was turning black. I thought maybe they'd amputate the toe.
I was going to ask you, couldn't they do that?
Well, then I was going to say maybe I'll lose the foot.
No, the whole leg.
No way. Above, below the knee. Both legs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'm here again back at the nursing home to rehabilitate. They operated on the right leg, and I had an infection, and now the infection came. I went home for 8 months. I was home, and now it came back again.
Oh.
So I'm here for rehab, and
can they treat the infection?
well, they've been treating me, yes.
Oh, good.
I'm seeing a doctor over at the VA hospital. She's a plastic surgeon.
Okay.
So she did the work on it. She asked me if I banged it, and I told her no, doc, because, why lie? Tell them the truth.
Yeah.
I didn't bang it into nothing. She's surprised,
Yeah. Well, there are germs everywhere.
And it came back in the same hole, same spot, right above, right on the kneecap.
Oh.
I mean, it's on the kneecap. That's what hurts.
But you have pain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On the right leg only. The left leg is like, they did it. I mean, if you can say, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's no...
Looks totally normal.
Yeah, it's normal. And as you can see, but this leg is...
Wow. Well, that'll heal too. That should, I hope.
Well, hoping. I don't want to take out too long, because I was here for 2 years.
Were you?
Yeah. I got my prosthetics.
Oh, you do have prosthetics?
Yeah.
And that, are you able...
I can't wear them now because of this infection.
Right. But once it's cleared up, you can...
Well, the doctor's got to give me the okay to put them on, because I don't know if you know how they work. They go above the knee.
Okay.
They come up to here. But we got to see if they don't affect that hole.
Right, right.
You got to let this clear up.
So did that help you walk with the prosthetics?
Yes.
Were you able to walk?
Well, not far. Not
Okay.
far. I use a walker.
Okay.
I stood from this thing off in this chair. This came from the government. But
Good.
they took care of me with this, and then I stood up onto a walker, and then I could walk to like a regular wheelchair. Because in my house, this won't fit.
Oh.
This is too big.
Oh.
So I can't. But I got a wheelchair at home that I get out of this. I got a stair lift. I got a benevolent. I belong to the Wyandanch Benevolent Association. It's a fire company. And they did everything. They took care of me. They gave me the shower.
Nice.
They gave me a stair lift.
Oh, that's great.
So
You can get
fire department,
along with, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's great. Oh, I'm glad to hear
But
that.
it's not the best. I mean, can I get one? Yeah, but I'll never walk like I know. You know,
Yeah.
them days are gone.
Wow. So,
All right.
okay, so what kind of friendships and camaraderie did you form while serving?
Well, a bunch. You know, I mean.
You made,
I had one guy, Steve Schmidt. He's out in California. I haven't heard from him in a while. I wish I did. I lost his number because my phone number's on my. I can't. I gotta try and find him. But over there too, you didn't really want to. They didn't want you to get too close to everybody because.
why? You never know.
You never know who's gonna get killed, and then
Yeah.
it affects.
It's hard, sure.
Yeah.
Now, when you were over there, you said you were a radio dispatcher?
No, I was an RTO, radio telephone operator.
What is
I
that?
only did it once. You walk behind a lieutenant.
Okay,
He was he was charging squad,
okay.
and I was his radio. I was his contact. They wanted to talk to him. They went through me. Then I give him the message.
Oh,
I
wow.
give him. So that's when we found about the 2 GIs in front of us.
So were you getting messages too of
I was
things?
coming from a base camp,
Oh,
you know, in Vietnam, you know,
Right.
where we were working at it.
and also things happening around you so you knew which way to go?
Oh yeah, well, like you could call in airstrikes. You know,
If you saw something.
Yeah, we had a couple of the God bless the Air Force come over us, and you know we give them a high ball and say thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everyone's working together.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. The Air Force was fantastic.
Well, I met a vet here, in fact, who was a female helicopter
Pilot.
photographer. So she would help identify and take pictures of things going on, so that
In Vietnam?
Yep, so that they could relay what's going on.
Oh, I didn't know because I didn't know there was that many helicopter pilots in the Vietnam War.
Right.
I know that now they're using women
Right.
and the F-16s and the, you know.
Okay. But she was a photographer on the helicopter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
Somebody
to
had
help
do it,
you
right?
out. Yeah.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. So were you staying in touch with family and friends back home?
Yeah, letters. That's what we got. You know, today they get on the telephone.
Yeah.
You know, they're talking in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Right.
We didn't have any of that.
Okay.
Most of it was you got mail,
Mail.
mail call,
And they wrote you, your
and
family.
we wrote
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
They got it.
So is there anything else from your being essentially on the front lines that you remember, or that experience of being in the thick of it?
To thank God I got out.
Yeah.
I never really got. I mean, shot at. Yeah, well, we all got shot at, but we had an artillery. Our lieutenant called in an artillery rounds. Because Charlie was too close, and I'll never forget it. Like, where you laying in the jungle? You got surrounded by jungle and
By what?
jungle, and I'm just laying there, and they called it out too. You could hear the shells actually going through the trees,
Really?
and the whistle was so loud. You know, it just all they said to you is keep your head down, don't move. Keep your head down, don't move.
So do you hit the ground then?
Head to ground, face down. So I rolled over down my side, and boom! I got it. What the burning?
What was that?
It was a piece of shrapnel.
Ooh,
I brought it home, and I don't know what I did with it.
wow.
But later, it didn't go through me. I didn't, know.
So what did you do once you got hit? Did they take
I
you?
didn't get hit. I mean, I rolled onto it.
Oh, I see.
It's hot metal.
Oh,
So, I mean, it burned me a little bit. I mean nothing I could come from I didn't deserve a Purple Heart or nothing, but it's just, it was funny that it happened, and I saved it.
yeah.
I stuck it in my pocket. And,
Oh. Did you take it out?
It never was in me. I just landed on top. It was so
I see,
hot.
I see.
And then it's like a burn,
Okay,
but I got off it right away. I mean,
Good.
it didn't, no scars or nothing. So,
okay.
but I saved that piece of shrapnel. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to save.
Yeah, I did. I gave it to my mother.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
gee.
Mom.
Oh my God. So, anything else about your combat that we didn't cover?
Nah, other than calamity, what's that word? I'm bad with words. when the soldiers stick together. What do they call it? Camaraderie?
Camaraderie, yeah.
Yeah, no, we had that.
You did.
You know, yeah.
Everybody watches out.
Everybody watched everybody else.
That's so great.
I mean, that was definitely, I don't know, war's war, but I don't know what to say about it.
Well,
I hope never, well, I don't think there'll be another Vietnam.
I hope not.
No, never.
was awful.
Afghanistan and Pakistan, all them guys over there, they're getting them IEDs and stuff like
terrible.
that. Ah.
Now, when you came home in '70, the war wasn't
No, it ended, what, 73? I think the war ended in 73.
about that.
Yeah. And then as far as, you know, that, you hear it a lot, but, you know, spitting at us and all that.
Yeah, how were you received? No?
I didn't get none of that.
Oh, good.
I mean, I remember getting on a plane. They talk to you. I mean,
Did you
but I
come
never
home?
spit at me or nothing
No.
like that. And
You came home on a plane, military
on a
plane?
military plane.
In uniform?
In uniform, and I sat next to two sisters,
Okay.
two nuns.
Oh, nice.
So they treated me good. They asked me how
I thought it was a military plane.
it was.
Oh.
Oh no, going home. I'm sorry, the military was going over there.
Oh, I see.
Coming home was a commercial plane. I was getting out. I was done.
Oh, okay.
It was my last trip. I only had one more. I had one trip left from the government,
Okay.
and that was my last trip to get home. If I want to go home, then I have to pay out of my own pocket.
Really?
Yeah, because you know they give you 1 year.
Oh, I see.
So I finished up most of the 1 year, and I said, it's time to go. I haven't been home. And I came home, but that was all right. It was a commercial plane.
Right. Did they give you the option to re-up? Did you want to?
Oh, I had that option.
Didn't want to?
No.
Okay. So you were in 2 years. Two
I
and a
did in the
half.
Army 2 years.
Yeah.
I didn't do 2 years in Vietnam.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No.
The Army 2 years, and well, like
I did the Army, and then I was in Vietnam for 6 months.
Okay.
Richard Nixon was the president, and he did the Vietnamization. My unit, the 9th Division, was the first unit pulled out of Vietnam.
Really?
So I was locked out with that too.
Yeah.
So when they started the Vietnamization of the war,
You came
the
home.
9th Division was one, if not the first unit out of Vietnam.
So then, where did you
Then I went to
serve?
Hawaii.
Oh, why?
And then wow.
And how long were you there? The rest of your tour?
Yeah, I finished my Army tour in Hawaii. I became a military police.
Oh.
Yeah, I went from infantry to military police.
So what did you have to do as part of that job
Well, it's just like being a cop on a military
on a
post.
base?
Yeah, so yeah, I was military police. I would go around a jeep, but I was at a hospital. I was at Tripler Army Medical Center.
As the military police?
Yes,
Oh,
it's the only hospital for the military on Oahu.
I see.
But I mean, I had a jeep with a red light on the roof.
Okay.
No siren, no horn, or nothing like that. Just ride around.
Okay, so did you live on the base?
Yes.
Okay.
I lived in the provost marshal's office. It was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my own room, my own, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
It was nice.
And then when you came back home to New York,
I finally got back to New York.
73?
No, it was earlier than that. About 1970.
Okay.
68 to 60.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did Vietnam 69, but that was February, March, April. I did 6 months in Vietnam.
Right.
And that was all combat,
Okay.
you know, infantry.
Yep.
Then when they shipped me back to, when we went back to Hawaii, it's a long story, but they were training with the M14 rifle.
Okay.
And I never trained with an M14 rifle. I did an M16.
What's the difference?
Well, the firepower, the M16 was a jungle rifle. It was more light.
Oh,
The M14 was a heavier gun. It was good for jungle warfare, the M16. But I never did. And then when I found out I never trained with the M14, the captain came in and said, "Are you kidding me?" They checked my records.
this was when you were back in Hawaii.
That's back in Hawaii. And
Okay.
they didn't know where to put me. They weren't going to stop me all over the train with an M14 rifle. So they changed my MOS to military police.
Okay.
And I did that till the end of my tour.
Oh, okay.
It was nice.
Nice. And then when you came home back,
I came back home. I
then you went
took
back
like
to your
2
job.
weeks. And then I took like 2 weeks off. And then I went back to my job. And then all this other stuff started, you know, and like I told you, I was a fire chief from 1983 to 84.
Nice.
I became Suffolk County Commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars,
Wow.
92 to 93. I did a lot of things in between, you know.
After the working in the cemeteries, then you,
I went to the town of Ballard.
okay.
I went from tombstones to pushing snow off the streets in
Okay.
Ballard.
How long were you a town?
29 years.
29 years.
I finished some, yeah, I had a
Wow.
good job. Good job.
How was it readjusting to civilian life? when
I
you
had
got-
no problem.
Really?
Some guys, you know,
No, had I known it.
I'm trying to think of that word they use.
PTSD?
Yeah,
I tried that.
it never affected me.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I mean, did I have nightmares and think about it? Yeah, but not as, I think some of these guys make it up. Everybody's different.
Everyone's different, yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't really affect me.
Did you remain in contact with any fellow
Well, that
veterans?
one guy I was telling you about, Steve Smith in California, but I haven't heard, I lost his number. And then I ran into a guy, his name is David Campabianco. He lived, there was two of them, there was David and Rico. They were from Glen Cove, Long Island. So we hooked up
Were you together in the same unit?
in boot camp.
Okay.
Yes, not in Vietnam, we were with the same division, but not together.
I
You know what I'm
see.
saying?
Yeah.
They were like Charlie Company, I was in Delta Company or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying, like that. But I run into him down here, David,
Jim, how do you think your wartime experiences affected your life?
a lot.
Oh, in what way?
To the good,
Did good?
yeah. I mean, you know, you have more respect for people, respect for the government. I mean, a lot of guys anti-Vietnam, and that never bothered me. Well, listen, you know, we all got to do a job, you know. Was there draft dodgers? You do what you want to do.
Yeah. What are some life lessons you learned from the military?
To respect people, you know, and do your job and stay at it. And like I said, I had the town of Ballard. They all, when they find out that you're a Vietnam vet, they treat you a little, you know, they give you a little bit more respect.
Good.
Yeah,
And so
I
it
know.
should be.
It should be that way. Well, we're getting respect now.
Yes.
The Vietnam vet has moved up,
Yes, thank goodness.
you know.
How do you, how has your military service impacted your feelings about war and the military in general?
Wow, war's bad. It's bad. I don't know, you all saying, somebody ever said, would you ever go back? And I said, yeah, I'd love to go back to Vietnam now, not then.
Right.
When I go back to Vietnam to fight in the war again, no,
No.
too dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say pretty
Too
dangerous. I mean, for 30 days you're out there. You said.
Yeah, oh yeah, like I said, that was the lowest that I personally went out into the field.
So that's a
I
long
thought it was
time.
a bird.
No, there's a wheeling a cart out there.
Oh,
So what message would you like to leave for future generations who will view this video?
well, if you ever go in the military, you're going to enjoy it. I mean, you know, and make the best you can make out of it, because in the future, you could get a good job. You know, down the road.
So what you learned in the military, you think helped you down the road in your
Well,
career?
you know, it's hard. If you listen to our, you know, how do you tell a boss that, well, what'd you do in the military? You tell them you're infantry.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I was an artilleryman or a helicopter repairman, or, you know, then you can get a job with at an airport
Flying
somewhere,
or
or
fixing.
you know, flight school. You don't be a repairman. Tell me you're an infantry guy carrying a rifle. No,
Doesn't carry over.
no, that don't carry too much weight. That would- but I'm not, like I said, I'm not ashamed of anything I did, and we did what we had to do.
Yeah, we thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
Anything else we haven't discussed that you like to add?
I think you hit it all on you hit it all. I mean, like I said, I'm proud of the few awards that I got, you know, the combat infantry badge.
Yeah, your sheet has a lot of awards. Tell me about those.
Well, the highest award that a grunt infantry can get is the combat infantry badge. Then I got the air medal. I got that for flying, flying in the assault helicopters. You know, they used to take us into the landing zones. And what else? I got the Army Commendation Medal, the Vietnam Cross for gallantry.
Yeah, they're not all on here. You didn't put them all on here. We'll have to add them.
No, she added them. I remember giving it to her. She don't have Vietnam Cross of gallantry.
We'll have to add it. We can add it when we're done here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more.
Yeah, all right, we'll add it when we're
I gave it
done.
to what's on Lori.
Okay.
She's got a list of it all.
All right, we'll add it.
All right.
But anything else? Are we good? We covered everything?
Yeah, and like I said, military's an experience.
Yeah.
I really, some I think it's Israel, if I'm right, male or female, that
Yes.
you have to serve.
Yes, you do. After
And
high
look
school.
what happens over there. You don't mess around with them over
No,
there.
that's right.
They don't. Am I allowed to curse on this?
If you like, of course.
They don't take no shit.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
what do you do?
Jim, thank you. Thank
all
you
right.
so much for your service
I
and
appreciate
and
it.
for sharing all that with us,
All
really.
right, and thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Okay.